Greetings and welcome to our series, Overcoming Sin. And we continue our study of temptation, and we focus today on a very specific topic, which is you are not the target. Okay, we need to understand this. In the whole scheme of temptation, in the whole bigger picture of temptation, the devil is not worried too much about you. The devil is fighting God. The devil is fighting Jesus Christ. And so we know from Revelation 12 verse 7 that there was war in heaven, and we know as you read on that the devil was defeated and cast out. He was thrown out. So he is on a mission to revenge. So he wants to hurt Christ by stealing you. So that's what the whole issue is about. Now, just to give you context on this, when this happens to us, just like a parent, when anything happens to us, God feels the pain. So the Bible tells us in Matthew 25 verse 40 that if you have done any of these to the least of my brethren, you have done it for me. Whether it's visiting in prison or feeding the hungry and so on. If you do it for God's people, you have done it for good. So God says that about the way we conduct ourselves. So he's talking about when you do good things for his people, you're also doing good things for him, for Christ. But here is another interesting aspect. If you look at the book of Acts in chapter 9 and verse 4, Saul, in his Damascus experience, is walking and the light falls upon him and he's on the ground and the voice says, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? And Saul says, who are you? He doesn't understand. God is saying, why are you persecuting me? But if we go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 9, we find that actually Paul says, I persecuted God's people. I persecuted the saints. I persecuted church members. I persecuted God's church. So I did not persecute God directly. So both when you do good or when you do evil, God takes it personally. And so the whole issue is for you to understand, whenever there's temptation, don't think, oh, what does the devil want from me? It's not about you. It's not about you. And David in the Old Testament understood this. In 1 Samuel 17 verse 47, David makes it clear that the battle is the Lord's and not ours. And in 2 Chronicles 15, 20 verse 15, the Bible also makes it clear that the battle is the Lord's. So we need to understand that. Once you understand that, you will not start taking personally things that actually belong to God. You will know that your only responsibility is obedience. Everything else, God has taken care of. And God guarantees that if you obey, victory is certain. God bless you and stay tuned.